In last session, you guys had pretty much spent most of the encounter fighting your way around there, and you had ended up toward the end chasing a cleric and another goblin out of the keep as you come around to the corner here, and then you had stopped and collected materials. So I'll give a quick rundown of what all you've gathered up here. I already dropped it in chat for you, but at this point you found around 395 silver pieces, 356 copper pieces, 50 gold pieces. Not much gold in this group. Some rusted equipment, got some couple rusted swords and some nearly rotted short bows. You have a number of damaged suits of leather armor. Those are either on or were on the guards or the bandits or the goblins. You found a bunch of small wooden shields, of course, that were the goblins. There's some short swords, some crossbows, some short bows, scimitars that are goblin make. Let's see. You found a few jewels and gems, either in bags or in some of the old dresser drawers and stuff here. Probably the most interesting things you found 4 boxes that contained a pearl necklace in each box. And there was also, there's also a sack of dried meat that was located, a gold belt buckle, and there was, a gold necklace was found in one of the desk drawers in one of these other rooms, and it had the heraldic symbol of the previous castle's owner, and these symbol you had seen, like carved in different places in the keep, so you knew where it come from. Found some mildewed paper. There also was. Oh, I did not list that. I'm sorry. There's one I unlisted. There is a finely crafted short sword in and amongst that list of stuff.
That might be important.
And you also, in the tower that had the spiders in it, let's see, up the north, would that be northwest or northeastern corner? Yeah, the northeast corner. There was also in and amongst all the spider webs, you saw and found a sack of spider webs, if you will. And when you cut that open and investigate it, out fell a set of rusted chainmail and a battle axe that was with that chainmail. The battle axe wasn't rusted.
Anything significant about the axe that we can tell?
It's well made, well balanced, probably of dwarven manufacture. Just to look at it, as far as the quality they have, not necessarily dwarvish size, but probably of dwarvish manufacture.
Perfectly balanced, as in, like, would help me to strike a target easier?
Just swinging around your hand, yeah, it's well balanced.
That might be a good one for Grunt
Run, okay.
or for Bertra.
That's up to you guys to decide.
I can't remember.
We can.
Does Grunt use
Sorry.
axes?
I believe he's using a battle axe.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah, looking at it, hand axe and a battle axe. And horns that still have 2 sturges on it. For the record, even if we leave here and go back to town, I'm gonna leave those on there until Brian gets back to deal with them.
Until the player deals with them.
We can divvy up everything else afterwards. I just want to make sure we get the 2 potions out because those might be useful depending on what we run into.
Okay.
Sound fair to everyone?
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. So as you've spent some time, kind of scouring these rooms that you've gone through and cleaning all those out, and you come down, at this point, you kind of realize that you've done a really good job, if you're staying looking at the castle from the main gate, of dealing with the right-hand side of the keep and the middle of the keep. The left-hand side of the keep has been kind of neglected, and there are a number of rooms over there. Actually, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms over there that have the doors shut that you have not opened or checked yet.
Let's go open them.
Let's go open them, he says. Let me adjust the screen for the recording.
Do you want to take lead or?
And I misspoke. There's 5. Actually, there's one right by Bertra where she was just standing.
After that room with the sturges, I kind of have an idea. Guys, last time it seemed like we got kind of ambushed by those things. Do you think it'd be helpful if we had, something else open the door for us, and then if something came out, we could all be ready to shoot it or attack it?
It might be advisable.
I do have a staff we can use to, poke the door open.
Oh, I got something better than that. I was thinking my unseen servant. It's invisible and can be commanded to open the doors and do things like that for us. And it's an unlimited resource.
That's even better than poking it with a stick.
Do I still get to unlock it? Because I think that's like 30% of why I'm here.
If it's locked.
Sorry. The DM will be quiet now.
Now I like the idea of somebody else going in first, but I can do a quick check for traps and a quick unlock if needed, and then step back.
So out of character, this spell lasts an hour, and it can move 60, or it has a 60-foot range, and it can only move 15 feet, but it can open doors easily. It can do our laundry, it can cook some food, do some fun things like that. So figured maybe we'd use it as kind of like just the tester in those dangerous rooms, or just kind of clearing things out just to make sure that there's nothing hiding ready for a strike at whoever opens the door.
I like it.
All right, Jason, I don't know if there's any kind of a token or something to use for the unseen servant, or if it doesn't really matter, or how do you?
Let me see here. Let me find something. Hold on.
Suddenly every trap is now a distance trap where it doesn't hurt the person who opens the door, but everyone behind him.
Yeah, no doubt that would be pretty neat. Like, triggering this down over here caused the fireball right where.
Nah, they're just all pressure traps. I'm sure I've had it when I've run Unseen Servant. They're just weightless, so they don't set them off.
Unless they're pushing with their 2 strength on the floor.
That is true. But you have to remember.
I don't let mine stand up. You let your servants stand. Mine crawl. Push real hard with their hands.
As Dash looks on with disappointment in his eyes.
Working. Excellent. I'll get something a little better as time goes on. Okay, there's a door right, one by your unseen servant where you just moved it. Yep, there's one right there where someone just pinged, and then there's one by the servant itself.
All right, Quorum's going to get out his bow and just be kind of ready for whatever he sees on the other side.
Okay. Are we opening the door there, or trying to?
Yeah. He looks over at Dash.
Oh,
Make sure
yeah, I'm ready.
All
Lightning,
right,
value.
Do it.
But just
Let's go.
got axes hoisted, ready.
Okay.
Servant
Grunt's over
opens
there
the door.
picking his nose. So
Okay. He's shaking his head back and forth, making the birds flap.
He found a good corner to shit in.
That's more like Grun. Okay, so how are we doing this? Describe to me what you guys are doing.
Quorum has his bow out. It looks like the other party members are ready. Bertra's kind of standing on the other side of the door, not directly like inside of the or line of sight to whatever might be in there. And the unseen servant at my command is going to open.
So your unseen servant approaches. You can't. No one can see it, but he approaches the door, and you all see the doorknob twist, and it gets shoved inward. And as the door swings inward, you see a room filled with tables and shelving from your all's different angles. Bertra, the big stove from your angle.
Do I need a perception check to make out that thing in the corner?
Yeah, you can give me one. What are you pinging?
Quorum has a line of sight on some kind of creature.
Oh yeah, I did.
There's a
too.
wall missing. Oh no, there's not. That's shelves. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's something slithering around in the corner up there. I'm on the wrong there, is what it looks translates to me. And as the door opens, it scatters actually behind the door and disappears into that room. There's actually, yeah.
Guys saw something in there. It looked like a small serpent of some kind.
Do we have to take care of that as well?
I don't know. It could be harmless.
we could send the druid.
Yeah,
Let her talk to.
I can talk to it.
We don't have to kill everything.
That sounds like a plan.
Hopefully, it won't try to kill me first, but.
Relax. We have your back.
I'll go with you as well.
Alright, sure.
So as a pair of you move in the room and begin to see a little clearer view. Let me I'll go ahead and open it just so it's open.
Dash will take the rear and just cover our 6.
You see, at one point, this was 2 separate rooms, but what divided them was actually the shelves there that Nalia and Bertra are approaching, and there's like a gap between the shelves where you can go back into the other area, and that area at some point had probably served as a pantry. You notice there's a lot of stuff on the shelving, a lot of food stuff and all that's long since gone to rot. However, you do notice there is a large chest against the wall right there. There's a large iron-bound chest there, and the serpent that was seen, and he's actually still visible on the map, he actually crawled up into one of the shelving areas back in there. And it's a snake. You can see it from even from where you're at. You can see it as you're moving around in there. And it's just a snake, maybe as long as Birch's arm. It's fairly good size. It's not, but it's not really huge either. And it's kind of curled back up in there.
Oh, it's just a little boy. Hopefully.
Hopefully. It works its
Maybe I
way
just,
as you
like,
all.
run away.
Yeah, it works its way into the back, and then you can see it beginning to work its way up the shelves and trying to find a way. And eventually, it finds its way up to the window high up on the cell. And there's a series of, just like in the other rooms on the other side, there's a series of windows going across the top. And it's found its way up there, and it's got up on the ledge up there.
Can I see, is there any kind of mechanism to be able to open the window?
Not that you can see, no.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Bertra and say, it looks like he just wants to leave, but there's no way to open the window without breaking it.
You want me to break it?
I don't know if one snake to, do damage to the property.
Hey, well, the guy did say, he's gonna redecorate it anyway. That might include the windows.
I mean, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, right?
Yeah, be already broken.
That's true. Maybe it was one of the goblins.
Do you want to talk to it first? I don't want to get bitten.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let me make sure he won't. And I'm just gonna sort of walk up just a couple feet behind him, behind the snake, and just sort of, I don't know, say hello, I guess.
Okay, how are you saying hello?
So I have speech of the woods.
Ah,
And I
okay.
can converse with.
Seems to relax. And even though, like I said, it's holding on to your arm so it won't fall, you can tell
Right.
it's not any danger of biting you. It just seems very, very happy and relaxed at this point.
All right, I'm gonna turn to Bertra and say, I think we're all good in here.
Okay, you got a new pet then.
Yeah, looks like it.
And looking at the snake, particularly based on your survival check, the snake, it's about good 4 or 5 foot long in total, and its scales are a green in color mixed in with a little bit of brown, and its head is kind of diamond shaped. So it's very definitely a poisonous snake.
Well, it's pretty docile for a poisonous snake. I guess that's good
Poisonous
for
or
us.
venomous?
Poisonous or venomous, same difference. From the perspective I'm saying, I see what you're saying, but
Science. Well, if they're saying the room's clear, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick investigation to see if there's worth hijacking.
Most of the food stuff on the shelves is either so old and nasty that it's long since rotted, or the other stuff that's on the shelves looks like probably maybe the goblin stocked it. It's unidentified pieces of meat and things like that. The only really truly interesting thing in the room would be the chest that near Bertra on the wall there. This is a large iron-bound chest with a key lock on it.
I will check for traps to start with.
All right, let me see it. So you look the trap chest over, and you kind of give it the side eye look and look it up, and then you just kind of smile as you notice right around the edges of the lock a series of small holes that tell you that there is a poison gas trap in this chest.
Okay, I will let everyone know. Be careful. If everyone wants to maybe exit the room, this looks like it might spew poison if I don't disarm it properly.
And Berkshire says, "I'm leaving the room."
Hey Dash, would this be something where you could pick the lock and we could have the servant open it?
I can try.
Or would
I
picking the
just don't
lock
know if it's
trigger the
gonna.
trap?
I with that investigation, would I be able to tell if me trying to pick the lock?
You can tell that the lock could be picked. Not a problem. The issue would be is it would be more difficult than you can pick the lock easy enough, but make another maneuver to get in there and disarm the trap. It can be done, but it'll take 2 checks to get the one to unlock it and then one to disarm the trap. Or you could disarm it and then let something to open the trap and set it off.
So I could unlock it and then have something else open it and
Correct.
set it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I will totally try to unlock it.
Okay.
And then run out as needed.
Give me a lockpick check, thieves tool check. What is up with you here? You're
Oh, it's the
27s.
It's the same one.
That's the same one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's definitely a different one.
Y'all too honest, see?
Do you just want me to do like a sleight of hand? I don't think I've set up a macro for.
That's fine.
actually
Yeah, that's fine.
keep-
Sleight of hand's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So you take out your picks and you slide one in there and you experimentally tap around with it. And, you kind of close your eyes. And finally, at one point, you actually extend one of your claws and reach in there just a little bit and you turn it just a fraction of a second to the left and you go, nope, that's the trap. And you click it the other way to the right, the opposite of the way that you should be turning. People turn the key and you hear it go click and you know that the chest itself is unlocked.
Okay, looks like my job here is done. I'm gonna walk out of the room and tell Corum if he wants to have his servant open it. That'd be just super.
My only concern, what kind of trap did you say that was?
Poison gas.
You think what if there's something good in there and it makes it all stink? You think there's any concern about that, or just go for it?
I wouldn't be too concerned. I don't know what kind of poison it is. Do I know what kind of poison it would be? Based
No,
off the
you could just tell it was
investigation?
a poison. You could just tell it was a gas trap.
Personally, I'd say just go for it. I mean, worst case scenario, it's food. If it's anything else, we could try to clean it off. If you want me to, I can try to disarm it.
No, this
I think
works.
I'm pretty good.
All right, I stand at the doorway and tell the unseen servant to go open the chest, and then I'm gonna close the door for a moment.
Okay, so you pull the door to, and your unseen servant goes over, and you hear and see nothing because the door's shut.
All right, I'm gonna crack it open when I think he's had time to do that.
So as you crack the door open, you see the chest is standing open.
Is the unseen servant dead?
Well, you can't tell because it's an unseen servant. It's in the name, but you can still feel its presence in the room.
Oh, okay. Should be clear. Dash, you might want to give it one more look. But the chest is open.
I think somebody who's a little bit more hardy should go in there and see if we're gonna die. Screw it. Dash will go in. Do I have to roll anything?
No,
Okay. Anything in the chest?
the chest itself is packed full to the brim with food, human food.
Ooh. That may or may not be poison now.
Actually, you can tell with the chest lid open, and of course, you know what you're looking for. You can see it; it's hidden in the lining at the top, but you can see the poison gas bladder. And when you did the unlock job, you did it well enough that the bladder is still intact. The poison gas has not been released.
Hey everyone. We got some food in here if any of you want to grab it. If we can take the food out, I might be able to see if we can attempt to take the bladder of the poison gas. I don't know what we do with it, but
Why did they lock up the food?
probably to prevent the goblins from eating.
Well, that's just mean to the goblins.
Probably. People are kind of horrible to goblins.
Corm will definitely. Dash, are you handing it to us so we don't trigger something, or is it safe to reach in there?
Oh, it's safe to reach in there and grab the food.
Okay,
Actually, hold on. I'll do a quick investigation to make sure there's no secondary traps inside the
Okay.
in with the food.
You don't see any traps or detecting traps inside the chest other than the one that you've already disarmed.
Yeah, it looks like it should be good. Just be careful not to hit the top of the chest. Anyone else want any food? I'm sure Grun would take some.
Yeah, Corm will just grab enough to shout right now to people, and then if there's any excess or whatever, maybe one of us can put it in their bag for the travel.
Okay.
Maybe there's something for the snake as well.
Inside the chest, as you rummage through it, and there's a variety of different things in here. There is a decent amount of some hard traveling type meats, sausages, things like that. There's also some apples, and it's a lot of just traveling type food. There's nothing like fresh meat in there, anything like that. But there's the equivalent of, I'm going to say, 4 weeks worth of rations in there for a group of 10.
Holy crap!
Wow.
And then you all had pretty much made the right assumption. The bandits were keeping their food locked up to keep the goblins out of it. So there's about, let's see, 4 weeks, 10 people. We'll say a month's worth of rations for your all's group.
Do we have to worry about drying any of it out or anything
No.
like that? Or...
Well, the apples will go bad, if they're not eaten within this couple of weeks, obviously, but it's all easily travelable food, things like that. I mean, it fills this chest, though. You'd have to take the chest, and because I think you got a cart somewhere here, something nearby, so.
Yeah, I think we brought a cart with and left out by the tree stand. Okay, if all the food's gone, I'm gonna attempt to take that bladder. Sleight of hand, or
Yes.
everyone might want to get back out of the room just in case this goes south.
As you delicately take your dagger and cut away the lining of the chest to expose the bladder's workings, just as you remove it and you start removing the catches along the top, your dagger goes just a little bit too far and you start hearing a hissing sound, very faint. I need you to make a Constitution save.
I knew I should have left it.
You quickly cover your mouth and run out of the room and slam the door shut. Corum, you might want to leave the other room on the other side too. When you see Dash go slam the door and slam the door shut.
Okay, guys, it didn't work out.
I was just going in there to check and see if there was anything on those shelves that we could use.
You have a nasty odor in your nose, Dash, of like cinnamon and cloves and rotten eggs mixed together.
Grun, I can't tell if this is you or the gas. Ugh.
It's probably both.
You do manage to get away without causing yourself any damage or what have you.
Shall we try the next door?
Okay.
Jason, was there more?
No, there was no more.
It's similar to last time. Corum's going to be ready with his bow across from the door. Bertrand to the north, Dash around there too. And the servant's going to
Dash
open the door.
Okay. Go ahead and move your servant up there so I know where it's at.
It's right there.
Okay. Oh, that door's already been. Oh, I'm in the wrong room. That's okay. That's a whole different room. The door creaks its way open. You see through the crack in the door a rather lavish room. Bookshelves line the wall, and there is a carpet on the floor. And the carpet has some large lumps in it.
Do I have any kind of bad suspicions at all?
Well, the lumps are moving, and they're probably about the size or a little bit bigger than, say, two fists held together. And just as you begin to go, that's not natural, a beetle scurries out on the floor where you can see it. I'm trying to move it there. There we go. And it comes all over by the doorway and scurries at the floor. It looks a little startled from the light, the combination, because you guys got a torch in your hands, and the fact that the door is suddenly open. And then that's when I have to say those lovely words, roll for initiative.
Do we get any kind of ready actions or anything like that?
No, because you didn't specify anything before you opened the door. The beetle, well, actually, first one to go, let me start combat here. The first one to respond is probably the furthest from the door. She sees, you kind of jump back, Corum, and this beetle, I'm going to move it out in the hallway a little bit, poke its head.
I'll get the servant out of the way just for ease.
You're fine. No, you're fine. I grabbed the whole group because I had them click for rolling. You see a beetle stick its head out in the hallway, and the beetle's, about the size of someone's head, and it's got a dark red carapace.
Alright, first things first, I'm gonna. Oh, wait, I do still have a dagger. Sweet. I'm gonna curb stomp it.
Okay, let me see it.
Can we say like she has claws sticking out of her feet, like her sandals or something?
Okay. You reach out and just out of abstract, and just start stomping on it. And you actually stomp and you hear it crack just a little bit.
Good.
Anything else?
No. Other than sneer and disgust at the tiny, tiny thing.
Dash, you're back in the back. You see Lightning stomping on a bug the size of her head.
I can't bring myself to waste an arrow on it, but I can throw 2 daggers at it.
Okay. Nice. Your first dagger slams into it and sticks it to.
I imagine that's the sneak attack come into play. That's
It wouldn't be
Probably.
needed for this, to be honest. It would, yeah, but it's
sneak
dead.
attack always. That was good. Ew.
So now there's this beetle stuck to the floor.
Can I just walk up there and use my bonus action to pick it up, or is that a free action?
I'll let you walk up and reach down and grab and pull it up out of the floor. And as you do, of course, now you can see in the room. You see 4 more of them in there.
And then I will roll around the corner and be like, "There's some more in there." Can I throw my second dagger or no?
No.
Okay.
Because
Alright,
you reached
we'll
down
roll
and picked it
out
up.
Yeah, I'll be like, there's a lot more beetles in there. And that'll be the rest of my turn.
From inside the room, another beetle comes scurrying out into the hallway because it sees light. And it rushes up toward Bertra and tries to bite. Oh, God! It lashes into your leg, Bertra, and just grabs a hold of the meat on your leg. And you take 4 points of damage. Yeah, because it actually rolled a 1 because minus. Yeah, you take 4 points of damage. And that brings us to Naya.
Alrighty, I'm gonna step up. From here, am I in melee range of the beetle?
Yes. Barely, but yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try and slash at it with my scimitar.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits. The beetle is like half sliced in two, not looking very sound, but still moving and wiggling around the floor.
That's gonna be my turn.
Corum, what are you gonna do about these bugs that you've let out?
I guess I'm gonna take a hack at that one that just hurt Bertram with my rapier.
What'd y'all do? Pray to the dice gods tonight?
No doubt, man. I had a game on Friday night in person, and I swear, even with advantage, I don't think I ever rolled above a 5 the entire night. It was horrible.
Ouch. So that beetle goes crunch on the floor.
He's gonna use his College of Swords to do a defensive flourish,
Okay.
and that's kind of a waste, but I don't want to get bit.
Okay.
So this armor class is up by 3. Orm's going in.
All right. And once you're inside the room, you can see there's 3 more. One over by the bookshelf in the edge, and then 2 in the middle of the room.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that other people couldn't get in.
Yep. And Grun. What's our bearded Minotaur doing?
He is going to walk forward and be like, "Oh, they're just bugs." And he'll go to this first one and use an axe on it.
Okay.
I don't imagine he would go into rage for bugs, so
Remember, he actually hits when he's not raging.
apparently.
Yeah.
And if that, then
That
he'll
one squishes underneath his axe.
now attempt to go over and steal Corum's beetle that's in front of him and attempt to use his horns on the ground.
Okay, that's going to be a disadvantage because how low it is.
Couldn't imagine it not being. With disadvantage.
Damn, nice.
You've got to rethink grunts. So you take your horns and skewer it on the ground and flip it kind of halfway up off the ground. And as you do, it causes the sturge on that horn to partially rip in half and droop down like it's about to fall off your horns.
Oh no, my decoration.
That beetle's dead. No, that was not. He tries to bite Grum. Nope. Back to Bertra in the hallway.
Ooh. Oh. Now, it's time to show you how it's real. And I'm gonna just take a swing at this one in front of me.
Okay.
I imagine that misses.
Yeah. It scurries just out of the way just in time to avoid your axe.
One more.
That one, however, cleaves a beetle in half, leaving only one in the room.
I'll just stay where I am.
And of course, the next one up is the one live beetle. It's a beetle. It's not very bright. It runs toward Grun and attempts to bite him. Ouch. That one bites Grun for 5 points of damage. Lightning, you're out in the hallway. You see beetles being squished in the room.
Well, Lightning's gonna disregard the room for right now because there's already a bunch of people in it, and try to pick out any decently sized chunks of beetle shell from the corpses that are in the room
Okay.
now, or out of the room.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
All right, go ahead and give me a investigation check and see how many size chunks you find there.
Wait, what did you say? Investigation?
Yes, investigation. And I'll go ahead and let Dash do what Dash is going to do. Yeah, you find like 3 or 4 good sized chunks of carapace in the hallway.
Yes.
Dash, what are you doing? You're seeing lightning go rummage around in beetle guts on the floor.
Just gonna give her an odd look. Be like, okay, that fits. Seeing, is that beetle on Grun or just beside him?
Just beside him.
Well, then I'm gonna try to zing a dagger past everyone, since why not?
Okay. That's going to be a disadvantage, all the crap in your way. Oh, even a disadvantage. You manage to spear the dagger into the beetle, and it's actually jammed into the back of its carapace. So there's a beetle walking in the size of a head with a dagger sticking out of its back.
I imagine that's sneak attack.
And that's enough. It takes a few wobbling steps and then kind of collapses to the ground, and that's it. We can clear combat.
Can somebody bring me my dagger when you guys are free?
Bertram will take it out and hand it to you. So,
Corm's gonna look around the room and try to see what's in here.
There's a number of bookshelves lining the room, and you can tell probably at one point this was a rather nice library. However, most of the books have decayed to the point of illegibility. Most of them are crumbling, and even if you brush up against them, you can tell they're crumbling and falling apart.
I don't see anything worthwhile in here.
Could I also roll an investigation check to see if
Sure.
I can find anything?
Yeah, you sure can. You don't find anything of. I said all the books are pretty much falling apart in the room. You do notice, however, that a number of the books, just looking at the spines, at one point before they were left to decay, were fine quality books, and they were probably on the list of maybe like rare books or extremely hard to find kinds of tomes. But now, unfortunately, whenever you go to touch one or pull one off the shelf, it literally just falls to dust. The covers don't, but the pages themselves do.
Yeah, that sucks.
can any of you guys fix these books with magic?
Pero
Either way, I'm gonna investigate the rug on the floor. See how nice it is.
the rug itself is or was of really good quality, but like the other things in this part of the castle, apparently, it's been years and a lot of neglect. Therefore, it's starting to molder and rot from a little bit of dampness that was in here. There's also a number of holes chewed in it. Looks like maybe the beetles tried to eat it at one point. Discovered it was inedible. At one point, though, it was a really nice rug. You could probably still fetch a decent price for it if you can get it out in one piece.
I'll try and roll it up then.
Give me a either dexterity or athletics, whichever you have.
While Bertra's doing that, can Lightning yoink the beetle that Dash impaled with his dagger and just place it on Grun's horn?
Yeah, you can. Bertram very deftly flips over and very easily flips over the carpet and rolls it really in a nice tight roll so that she can pick it up and carry it. You can add one fine carpet, poor condition to your inventory or to your all's inventory list. And you walk over with the beetle in your hand, it's a fairly good sized beetle, and he kind of looks at you like, "What are you doing with that?" And you motion for him to come forward, like you're gonna tell him a secret, and he leans down for just a second, and you just slam the beetle onto his horn.
To make up for the little fell off.
Oh, okay. He kind of shakes his head a little experimentally and makes sure it's not going to fall off. He goes, "That work."
Looks good on you, Grun.
Yeah, well, had to steal Quorum's kill. Can't have little man making more kills than me.
He did get that one, didn't he? Because he used his horns. All right, never mind. I thought Bertram came and got it.
She did. He hit it, but he didn't kill it.
Yeah, so far I think you guys are 1 for 1 on kills. tonight, at least.
Excellent.
Shall we go to the next room, everyone?
Guys, is this working with the unseen servant? You want to keep doing this?
Yeah. Let's just be prepared this time, though. Let's make sure we're ready to attack everything. So,
Agreed. All right, this time Corum gets out his bow and he pulls it back a little bit, and he's ready to let loose on something that he deems hostile.
Okay, so you give the mental command, the servant goes to the door, and you see the doorknob rattle for a second, and then it stops.
Dash.
Okay, got it. First, I'll check for.
Okay.
Oh, it's a disadvantage, but I'm hoping that's good enough.
That's fine. Yeah, that's more than good. There are no traps, but the door is locked.
Okay, and sleight of hand to unlock. And
That
I'll
corpse has made
unlock
a
it, but I won't open it.
Okay, that's fine. That corpse has made a nice bloody stain on the floor. It'll take someone quite some time to probably scrub all that blood up that you all left there over.
And then Dash will move back and be like, well, it's unlocked now if you want to have your servant open it.
Yep.
All right, once I look left and right, make sure everybody's ready. Servant opens the door.
The room beyond is filled full of broken crates and has a really nasty odor to it, the smell of rot. There's some broken barrels in there and broken furniture too.
Is there anything hostile apparent?
Not that you can see.
For my position, I don't know if anyone else has a different position. Corum's going to share that. Looks empty, but you guys smell that?
Bertra, make a perception check for me.
okay. I'll also say it smells like kind of like home to me.
I feel bad for you, Bertra.
Even with that poor of a roll, Bertra, you know this smell, and you're right, it does smell like home. It is the smell of rat. Of course, it's rotting, but it's the smell of rat.
It's just some rotting rats. It's nothing to worry about.
So as you journey into the room there, Bertra, you can see there's a number of broken furniture and things like that. As you start looking around the room, and the rest of you kind of start poking your head in there and looking around, you realize the same thing. Apparently, at some point, this room had been inhabited by a swarm of rats. And based on the amount of broken stuff in the room, the goblins or the bandits, one, dealt with the swarm, or most of the swarm, and then they probably shut and locked the door to keep them out. Or keep them in, rather.
Well, this is unpleasant. Let's go check somewhere else.
That room you've been in there, Lightning, is just one of the bedrooms that you all cleared earlier.
I know, but Lightning's not doing rats anymore.
Yeah, I know. I was just commenting where you'd been.
All right, same battle plan. Gets in position. Has the unseen servant try the door.
This door, interestingly enough, has a X carved in it.
That means they might, if they were trying to keep rats in the other one, I wonder what they're trying to keep out in this room.
It might be treasure. I heard in stories X marks a spot for treasure.
Or
That's
it
a
might
good
be
point.
some super evil death golem.
Well, if it is, then we'll kill it.
I like your confidence.
And it won't be a rat.
It might be a rat king.
That just means at dinner.
Dash is gonna slip to this side of the wall to have a better angle on the room
Okay.
and have somebody in front of him.
I noticed the two cat people moved far away from the rats now.
Believe it or not, rat's not a big delicacy to me. I don't know about you, Lightning.
No, not really.
Dash will ready his bow, and I'm sure Grun will ready his axe.
Yeah, Corm does the same thing with his bow as well.
Okay. And then I'm assuming you give the unseen servant its command, and it goes up and it fully turns the door knob, and you can see the whole handle turn all the way around. And he gives it a shove, and it just doesn't move.
Interesting. It appears the servant is having some trouble. There appears to be something on the other side of the door barring it from being able to open it. It's not very strong, though, so if we want to get in here, maybe someone stronger should give it a try.
Thank you for volunteering.
Oh,
To be fair, Lightning, every time we've had to move something heavy or do any kind of strength-based thing, somehow you're outpowering everyone else, if I remember correctly. Didn't you carry a statue?
Yes, and I still have a faith. Do you want me to try and open the door?
I think
Bertra, Grun, do you guys want to try, or do you want Lightning just to jump in and open it right away?
No, I can try it. I'm strong enough.
Okay. So Bertra walks over and she turns the doorknob, and you definitely feel the doorknob turn and click. And you go to shove it open, but it just doesn't move. But it doesn't feel like it's bumping up against anything. It's like it's not moving at all. Like it's still latched or locked.
Wait, guys, maybe it's a pull door.
Maybe it's a locked door.
Okay, Dash will go up and do a quick check to see if I can determine if it's locked or barred or what.
Okay. Give me your investigation there. So you go up and you do your normal rigmarole. You look at peer at the keyhole. You look where the hinges should be. You can tell that there's no hinges on the outside, so the door should be swinging in. You can tell that there's a nice little gap under the door. Otherwise than that, it's fitted nicely into its frame, and it appears to be locked. The other thing you notice is it's because you're looking at the gap underneath the door. It's dark in that room.
This may be a bad idea, but I will light a candle and actually just roll it a little under the door.
Okay, so you make a stub of candle, just enough to shove in it, because there's enough of a gap you can do that. You shove it under the door, and it goes the other side of the door, and you can see that there's a room there. Of course, the candle doesn't give you much to see about, but there's definitely a room beyond it. There is something there, but give me a Arcana check, Dash.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you shove it under the door, and the candle goes through, and you see it sitting on the other side, and you go, well, you can obviously reach the other side. It's not like it's a portal or something, but it won't open. And go ahead.
Guys, I'm not seeing a lock on this really. It's just the door is not doing anything. I don't know if you guys want to try to cut through it or if anyone has any
I might be able to get
cool
in.
way to get through.
Can out of character actually, can my unseen servant slide underneath the door?
Can certainly try.
It's trying.
Okay. So you command your unseen servant, to go under the door. And of course you can't see anything, but you feel it go toward its presence go toward the door. You feel it get down to the floor and flatten itself out. And then you feel it try to go in the door, and you can feel it bumping up, and then suddenly it comes back to you and it taps you on the shoulder in a way that indicates I'm still here.
Well, that failed. Anyone else have any other suggestions?
I could
Well?
try to go in. I can, shapeshift into something tiny. Just crawl under the door.
I have another idea. And at that point, Bertra's just going to kick it.
Okay, give me a strength check, Bertra. Bertra hauls back and she slams her foot into that door, and you should see this door vibrate in this door frame. Even though she didn't make the best of police officer busting the door kicks, she hit it in the right spot. It should bounce in the door frame at least a little bit. The door doesn't move, and Bertra, you feel like you have a stone bruise on the bottom of your foot now.
Ow, that kind of hurt.
I feel like Grun would try to say, "No, Bertra, this is how you do it."
I think you're right. I can see Grun doing this. So go ahead and give me a strength check from Grun.
And I feel like he'd be very angry about it. So rage.
Okay.
Oh, now he gets advantage.
Yep. Oh yeah. So Grun rears back, takes his hoof, and just clobbers it into the thing. And again, this door should shake in its door frame, but it's not. It doesn't move. Grun falls to the ground, takes 2 points of damage from his own kick. And I need all the magic casters in the group to make a Arcana check for me. We only have 2 casters, don't we?
And we got lightning.
Lightning.
Oh, yeah, lighting.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it.
That's okay. After watching all this, lightning, something clicks in your mind and you go, I've seen this before. This door is magically locked.
Well,
Good.
but not getting through it that way. Lilia, do you want to try and do your little bug thing?
I can try. At this point, I'm only concerned is if we get in, I still don't know if we'll be able to unlock it from the inside.
It'll be fine. It's just a magical lock.
I suppose. I can try.
Okay, so what are you shifting into?
I'll just go into an ant. Something really small, pretty indiscreet.
So Naya shrinks down to ant form and scurries toward the door, and your target, the room is huge now. You can see Grun over hopping around, playing on his backside on the floor from kicking the door. Bertra's kind of tenderly putting her weight down on there, and you're going, I hope they don't step on me. And you can't get past the gap under the door.
Dang.
And I need everybody in the group. I'm assuming you shift back at that point, and that's up to you if you want to stay in hand. I need everybody in the group to make an intelligence check. Oh dear.
It's a good start.
Yeah. So it's Nalia first, then Lightning, just a heartbeat behind her that says, "Okay, if the door's locked, what about the wall?"
What is the wall made out of? Stone?
Stone.
Well, would anyone be interested in breaking down a stone wall?
Or
I nominate Grund.
could there be sneaking passageways? Or
Well, I got another idea. I mean, I could probably break down the stone wall, but why don't we just burn the door down?
what if whatever's inside is flammable?
I don't know, then we've got a problem.
If it wouldn't let me get through, I doubt it would let fire burn it down.
Can I check this room to see if there's any secret passageways?
Yes. As you're checking and prodding and poking on the wall, and especially with that roll, you don't find any passageways, but you do make one observation: the wall separating the rooms appear to be thinner than the walls in the hallway.
Knocking on the door, I'm like, or on the walls, I'm like, hey guys, I can't find anything, but it does sound a little bit thin in there. So I don't know if you guys want to, somebody who has some actual muscle, want to kick some wall, see if that's easier than the door. Looking at Lightning and Bertra.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm assuming Grum would probably join in on that too.
He would, but I have to mock him because Lightning still has been the strength check guru.
Queen so far. Yeah.
Still confused on that.
Well, hey. So, what is Bertra, Grunt, and Lightning going to do to this poor wall?
I'm gonna thwack it with a mace.
Okay.
Um,
just
I'm gonna try and use the hilt of the axe, so sort of like the pole
butt of it.
bit. Yeah.
The butt of it. Yeah. Okay. And both of those are using weapons. Just give me the attack rolls. I mean, we're not seeing if you actually hit. I'm pretty sure you can hit a wall. Seeing how hard you hit it. The mace slams in the wall and makes some chips of stone come flying out of the wall. Again, the battle axe, when it hits it from Bertra, some chips of stone start flying out of the wall, and one of the pieces of stone is starting to get loose there in the middle.
And I'm guessing Grun would run into it with his horns, or
Okay. Grun backs up and charges the wall.
would that be
Just get-
Goring Rush or Hammering Horn, or
Probably Goring Rush is meant to rip, so probably Hammering Horn. A number of the stones are coming loose in the wall, and you can see like plaster and stuff bouncing out of it, and you can tell you're making headway into breaking that wall.
Well, Lightning's getting a bit frustrated now. She would like to try and pick up Grun and throw Grun at the wall.
Okay, give me a strength check for that. Oh, so Lightning actually snags Grun and attempts to throw him at the wall. Now, she has a measure of success with this, and Grun slams into the wall. He does a little bit of damage, and some more of the plaster and stuff starts to crack, and you can actually see a portion of the wall starting to cave in. And just for brevity, I'll make us keep heating it. It takes you another 15 or 20 minutes of beating on it with your weapons and or your companions, as the case may be, to finally breach that wall and break in. I'm not going to break the map wall. I'm just going to break the doorway open. Yeah, the door's open in the hallway. You can get in that way now, guys. Oh, never mind. I can't break that wall.
Did Dash say he saw something in here?
No, all I saw was that the candle went under, and everything that I could tell, it looked like the door should open, but I couldn't make it open.
So
But
you
now that go ahead.
Yeah, you guys beat your way into the room there. I blocked the door back up so I was able to pull that wall out. I thought my wall was much longer than it was, but it wasn't. So hey, and you find yourself in a room. The room itself is empty. On the back side of the door, there is an arcane spell engraved into the back of that door that's over there by Dash. It's flickering slightly in greens and blues and yellows as it seals that passageway. And then you notice there is a trapdoor in the floor. And the trapdoor as well has the same kind of arcane glyphs engraved on the top of it.
I'm still gonna check for traps.
Okay. You don't see anything trapped about this door. Only thing sticking out of the ordinary, obviously, is the glyph, and you can tell that the glyph on the door matches the one on the trapdoor. So you can tell that probably the same kind of glyph. It's meant to, keep something in.
Nalia, Lightning, do you know if us like scratching these would do anything to them, or?
That's a good question.
Both of you all know that working with glyphs like this, and usually power glyphs, all you would need to do, like I said, and as he implies, is simply damage the glyph so that it does to break the circuit, and it would disarm it.
And the
Yeah,
glyph for
sure.
the trapdoor is on this side, like towards us.
Yeah, it lifts up towards you.
Well, that's convenient, I think.
Yeah, go ahead and just break the circle. It'll be fine. It'll work.
I'm gonna just go ahead and take my quarterstaff, and I'm just gonna kind of see if I can scratch the wood surface of where the glyph is.
Okay, you take your staff, and it takes just a little bit of digging, to separate the line and break one of the glyph lines, and no sooner than you do when you break that glyph line, the magic tracing around through it, and it's actually it's tracing in a pattern as it works its way through the glyph. As it comes back to the empty spot, the glyph slowly fades distance.
All right, I think we got it.
Oh, can we see the door lock from this side of it?
Yeah, on the door you're trying to break in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
Cool. I'm just gonna scratch that out with my hand.
Okay. As soon as you do that, the door easily opens.
I wonder what they were trying to keep contained down here.
Probably something pretty good if they had to magically lock this door.
Hey guys, I'm back. Did we find anything down there? Has no one gone down?
We haven't opened it
We
yet.
haven't opened it.
They have removed the warding off of it, so they can, or they feel they now can open the door, the trap door. And they're basing off the fact that they removed the warding off the door in the hallway as well, and it opened.
Well, guys, be prepared. I'm gonna open the door.
Do you want the servant to do that, or
Nah, I'm already here.
okay? Good
So
luck.
you
Dash ready's an arrow.
lightning reaches down and iron ring in the oak door and swings it open. It groans in protest. And, it's been a while since it's been open. And then you pull it over and you sit. Do you drop it to the other side or just lay it back down quietly?
Quietly.
Okay, so and you ease it back down the other side, and it settles to the ground, and you can see there's the trap door hole. It's about probably about 5 foot by 5 foot, big enough that all of you could fit through, even Bertra. It a little bit tight for Bertra, but not humongously tight. You can see there's a passageway going down. There is there's a ladder into one side of it, leading downward, and it goes into blackness.
Are there any more sets of rooms?
Not that you can see.
Well, Nalia, ladies first.
All right, sure.
So now you
kind of poke my head down first to see if I can see anything.
Okay.
And if I don't, I'll go ahead and just start heading down.
The passageway drops down a little bit of a distance. You're not quite sure how much because it kind of falls in darkness quickly. Even with your dark vision, it seems to be enough of a darkness here in this passage that you can't really see anything beyond. You can't see the bottom passage yet. You can tell it goes down into a room, but you can't tell how far down that way is, and you can tell that mainly because of the sounds.
Okay. Can I hear anything? Speaking of sounds.
Let me switching myself on the other side here. No, you do not hear anything.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll just continue down then.
Alrighty.
I'm actually gonna have produce flame in my hand just for light and in case I need to throw it at something.
All right, sounds like a plan. So you come down in the rungs, and it takes you. You would guesstimate a good 30 or 40 foot below the room that you were in into the ground and the rock that the castle itself sits on. And as you approach the bottom of the rungs, you notice the ladder of the rungs actually gives out, and you can see that there is a room below you. And with the little ball of flame in your hand, plus your ability to see in the dark as well as you can, you see a number of bodies laying on the floor, scattered around the room.
Ooh, can I check and see to make sure that they're dead? Dead.
How do you want to check that?
Just can I see any of them moving at all?
Nah, none of them appear to be moving. They're laying on the floor. There is no odor of decay or anything in the room, so they've probably been dead for a while.
All right. How far is it between the last rung and the floor of the room?
Oh, maybe 10 foot. It's not that far.
Oh, okay. Before I hop off, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my ball of flame just at one of the bodies, just to make sure.
Okay. You throw your little motive flame down at one and get the attack roll, please, so I
Alrighty.
can see if you hit it.
What should I target? Just anything?
Yeah, just anything. Yep. So your motive flame slams into the group there, or the body, and it jerks just a little. And I'm on the wrong layer to know what it did. There we go. Yeah, it jerks just a little bit and spasms, mainly from the actual hit. and you get a nasty kind of sweet smell of burnt flesh, old flesh coming to your nostrils.
All right.
Light it on fire. Did it increase the visibility down there?
It didn't light it enough light on fire. I mean, the mode of flame did increase enough visibility where she could see that there's a fairly decent sized room here. It's probably probably about 30 by 30 or maybe larger.
All right. I'll go ahead and just full on hop down to the floor.
Okay. So you hop down on the floor and you arrive on the ground and you see a number of these bodies scattered around. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm following down after Nalia.
Okay. So Bertra arrives shortly thereafter to the floor, and again, you're seeing the same thing. Are the rest of you following?
I'm after Bertra.
Okay. That's 3 of you.
Corum's gonna fire wing it down.
Okay. It's
Dash
kind of
is
tight,
good.
Corum, but you can do it. Dash is there, and I assume okay. Let me do
Dash
this.
will take a moment and just tie some rope just in case any
Okay.
of those bottom rungs break for some reason. But I have 50 feet of rope, so I'll tie it up as high as I can. That leaves something for us to climb up if needed.
Okay, I'm switching the map for you guys.
And Grun will come down too.
Right, I assumed as much. You should all be in the room there. Let's see, one. Yep, you're all there. Who's the last one down?
I would say Dash would probably actually be the last
Okay.
one down.
Dash is the last down, trailing the rope behind. As soon as Dash lights onto the ground, the ceiling above where your rope is going, the stone ceiling, closes. And the rope flutters down behind you.
Do I still have 50 feet of rope, or did I just lose half of my rope?
You lost about 20 foot.
Balls.
Well, that's not good.
And 1 second. Roll for initiative as the bodies start rising up off the floor.
Dang.
And here I was going to poke at them.
Dash, you're the first one as you land on the ground, and as you watch as your rope flutters down, you see the first body of the ones right in front of you start to stand up, and you realize you're surrounded if they all stand up.
Well, I wouldn't have time to draw my bow, but my 2 daggers are next to me, so can I pull my daggers and stab the one straight in front of me?
Go for it.
Would that have advantage since Grun is also there?
No, because they're actually surrounding you, so it's going to kind of negate your advantage there.
So I don't get sneak attack?
Not yet.
Damn. Had to try.
I understand.
Dagger.
I moved the unseen servant. Okay, nice job on that.
And I will use my I don't think I would have. I will use my bonus action to. Actually, no. I'll use my bonus action to stab with the other dagger
Okay.
and pray for the best.
Even adjusting for the fact that they're offhand, that's still more than enough to hit that. And that creature is about halfway up in its crouch, standing up whenever you dagger, and it flops back to the ground in a heap.
And I will not move anywhere.
Okay, yeah, because you're kind of surrounded. Cora, you have managed to move back into the corner before this happened, and you realize there's bodies getting up.
Is this a good time to ask you, this fire ring spell, can I cancel it at any time, or does it last 20 minutes?
The what spell?
the Firewing spell that I used the ritual of, can I cancel that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can cancel it.
Okay.
Just
All right,
stop.
so
Just stop
Quorum-
funneling the energy into it.
Yeah, all right, cool. Quorum alights on the ground and then sees Dash kind of in trouble and attacks someone between Dash and him with his rapier.
Okay. Nice.
Now I guess it doesn't matter if that hits, so, okay.
Oh yeah, that hit. It didn't drop it, but it's gotten fully to its feet now. But you hit it.
That's it.
That brings it right there between Bertra and Grun. Oh, let's see. Let me roll a die here. Even as Bertra, odd it's even. So it's Bertra. It tries to attack you. It shambles towards you, Bertra, but it's moving slow. It's old. Not doing so well. That brings it around to Grun.
Oh yeah, that's me. Sorry, I apologize. And I don't suppose he'd still be raging from above, right?
No.
Well, Grun will attack the one in between him and Bertra with advantage.
Okay.
Not quite in a rage yet. We'll see.
Nice.
Okay.
You slam it pretty hard. It staggers and wobbles around pretty bad.
Then I'm sure he'll take his bonus action to hammering horns in.
Okay. Nicely done.
And I guess he will stay there and not move.
Dahlia, you've been in this room longer than anybody, and these things were definitely dead. You know they were not moving until Dash came in the room, and now there's living dead everywhere.
All Dash's fault.
My bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my scimitar to try and cut down the line.
Okay. Wow. Zombies in their native form are so freaking weak. You slash vividly into this zombie and you hack it from shoulder to shoulder, and it skin separates, and it doesn't look happy about the fact that it's been severed partway through, but it's still standing. Anything else out of you? Sorry, I actually hit the wrong button.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay. This one stumbles forward and tries to slam into Bertra. That's definitely a hit for you, Bertra. You can smell it's now that it's close enough, you can smell its dried, decayed flesh. You can tell the zombie's not doing all that well on its own, but it does manage to hit.
I'll use a charge of thick hides to reduce that damage to
2.
I believe it just a flat -4.
Oh, that's right, it is. Correct. So no damage. The one that Nalia attacked tries to slam into her. Yes, it does. You take 3 points of damage and you can smell its dry rotted flesh. And the one by lightning tries to attack her. And misses. I know a 5's not going to hit you. Cats move faster than that. And that brings her on to lightning.
Alrighty, I'm gonna channel divinity.
Okay.
Come on!
Okay, which way are you brandishing that? Or just to the room in general?
To the room in general.
Let's
Trying to-
say there's DC 12 wisdom save. That's what I'm at.
Point to it, lightning. Like just use your mouse and kind of click the direction that you do it. Like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
2. I'm looking to see which ones would definitely see. Okay. Looks like all of them would be affected. So let me do it. There we go. I know which way I did those in. So, okay, only one of them saved. Really? Hate zombies. So this one goes scurrying toward the back wall. Bertra, that gives you an attack of advantage. This one also goes scurrying toward the back corner, giving Nalia an attack of advantage. Let you guys resolve those real quick.
Bertra really took advantage of that.
Yeah, Bertra hacked hers. It almost killed it. What about Nalia's? How'd that? Oh, nicely done. That one you managed to slash nastily. The one up by you, Dash, starts running toward the far wall, giving you an advantage attack. And also would run close enough to Grun that Grun would get one too. So if Dash's doesn't kill it, we'll see what happens. Oh! Oh! Still moving though. Grun has an attack on it.
Whoops, sorry, that had advantage. My bad.
That's okay.
I think 13 still would have hit.
Yeah. I mean, these things have an armor class of 8. Yeah. That one goes down in a heap. It's that one that saves, so this one goes running away, giving you a chance to attack it. Lightning.
Behold
Nice.
the power of the anger cleric.
It tears away from it. Does get away, well, not away, but it does get further up the passage. The only one that's not scared is actually the one that was the one that hit first in the first round of combat. Put a little heart on him so I remember he's not the one that's afraid. And that brings a zombie too, who's that brings us to Bertra.
I'll move that into combat range with this one and take a nice hit at it.
Alright. It's trying to claw its way through that wall. Decapitate it and send its body falling to the ground.
Then I'll move over this way, take a swing at the zombie that's by that.
Alright, one's not afraid. That one goes to the ground. He's dead. That brings us to Dash. Dash, the one in front of you just got hammered down by Bertra. You did hear one scurrying around behind you, though.
I will step into the hall and taking a moment to draw my short bow instead.
Okay.
Probably should have taken a moment to try to hide first, but oh well. Jesus.
Damn, nice.
Okay. And that one collapses to the ground, and we can end combat. So as you look around the room, the bodies are once again not moving on the ground. You notice that they are all wearing the remains of old uniforms, and the symbol on the uniform matches that Heldrick symbol that you'd found upstairs, and you'd seen a couple places within the keep itself. So probably at one point these were guards of the original keep.
I'm gonna do an investigation check just to see if they have any kind of, if there's anything of value in this area or anything of use to us.
Okay. The only thing you see of value in the room, other than the fact that is, the rusted remains of the guards' weapons, but they're pretty far gone.
Okay, that's it.
I guess
Okay,
we
so
also...
anyone got any ideas to get back up?
Well, we could see if there's another way up. I mean, if we're down here, we might as well search it.
Do you want to take the lead, or do you want one of us to try to scout ahead a little?
Okay, Bertram, there's a doorway to your left. It looks like Bertram's taking the lead.
Yeah, those
That
zombies
she
are
is.
those zombies are squishy. They didn't even hurt me.
You go ahead and take lead. I'm still gonna try to sneak as much as I can in the back of the group, I guess.
Should we clear this door, or should we go down the hall and make sure there's nothing that's gonna sneak up behind us?
There might be something in the door that will sneak up behind us. We should check the door.
Okay, I guess check for traps.
Alrighty.
Ah, my God.
You don't detect anything in traps on the door. The door is locked, however.
Okay, not seeing anything trap-wise. I'm just going to attempt to unlock it.
Okay. With a little bit of a
assume that's enough.
click, you hear the door itself unlock. You can tell the hasp has not been moved for a while, but it is unlocked and ready to be opened.
Hey, Corum, do you still got your unseen servant?
Yeah, the thing lasts for an hour, man.
Okay, you want to have him open the door? I'm gonna take a few feet back and knock an arrow.
Go ahead and move
Yeah,
where you're going.
sounds good.
Go ahead and move where you're going to there, Dash. As Dash rises himself and gets into position, everybody kind of gets ready, and the unseen servant reaches forward, and the door swings in. You see a ratty-looking couch and two hooded, cloaked figures in the room turn toward you.
Do we have a ready to action on this?
Dash
Yeah, you
lets
do.
loose his arrow.
Do
Okay.
they look menacing?
Well, as you notice that, yeah, they do look menacing, and you notice they have no flesh.
Yeah,
There's
that'll do
skeletons
it.
underneath.
I think that'll result in an arrow being shot.
Okay, give me both of the arrows from Dash and from Cora.
Do I get advantage since I'm hidden?
Yes, you're hidden. You have advantage.
Sweet. I assume sneak attack. So
Yes. Which one did you get? The one to the right of the door or the left of the door? Okay,
The left.
of the door. Got it.
I think I took the other one to the right.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, and where's Quorum's? You rolled yours yet, Quorum?
Yeah, Quorum did 13 damage.
What was it to hit?
17.
Yeah, that'll do it.
and my
Thanks.
advantage should be much lower, or my initiative. Sorry. When we get to apologies.
Okay, what is it? I'll adjust it.
It should have been a 2, so 12 less, so 7 total. Alright.
For a dash, right?
Yes. Unless I can pass at the ground, I'd be fine with that, actually.
No, you can't do that. Okay, let me get you guys sorted and get combat started. And Grun's the first one to move into action when he sees everybody starting to fire arrows. He does what?
I imagine this time Grun really would rage. And seeing the one that Quorum shot at, I'm sure he would rush over there and attempt to steal his kill, so...
Okay. Okay, yeah, he slams into it. It doesn't look good. It responds as quick as it can.
Then he'll move a little further into the room so that way other people can follow in.
All right. And that brings it around to Bertra.
Butcher's gonna keep going, and as she goes in, she's gonna take a swing at the one by Grun.
Okay. Ouch. It is not looking healthy. It is staggering, but it is still standing.
Seeing that it's still up, she's gonna start making her way around it and swing again.
Okay. It crumbles to the floor. And no sooner does it crumble to the floor than it stands right.
Well, that's unfair. I'm gonna use my action surge.
Okay. You swing, that's your surge. As you surge into it and you miss. Maybe it's the way it crumpled to the ground and stood back up, kind of threw you off, and you swing just wide enough to miss it.
By the way, I've got to add my d4s to the other rolls I've been making tonight, but I'll do that then later.
Okay.
Once.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay. The one looking at you, the one that you crumpled to the ground, is not happy. It makes an arcane gesture, and I need... Trying to see what the save is. Oh, there isn't a save. It's asleep. I don't think it's powerful enough to affect any of you, though. Of course, I didn't know that. Nope, it's not powerful enough to affect. You feel a bit of lethargia pass through both Bertra and Grun when it makes this gesture, and you realize this thing's casting magic. That brings us to Lightning, who's blissfully unaware of any of this because she's hiding down the hallway.
Yeah, that's usually. I'm gonna start picking at this corpse.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. You don't find anything of value on that corpse.
Can I, like, finger bone?
Yeah, you can feel a finger bone off that. Yeah, Corum, the unseen servant kind of... It's not there anymore.
I think whatever it did took out my unseen servant. I'll get him. Worm's gonna fire another arrow.
Okay. Oh, nice shot.
Ooh, bad damage though.
Rattles around inside of its rib cage. Anything else from Corum?
No, that's it from Corm right now.
Dash.
Is there any chance that skeleton doesn't see me? This one.
What was your roll earlier? I saw you roll it.
That was before I shot, though. But that was 26.
Oh, and then yes, it knows you're there. Because it felt pain from you.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Valid. I will take a shot at it with my short bow.
Your shot hits it, but it manages to go between two of its ribs,
And
not
then
causing any damage.
Then I'll take the rest of my action to move up to this doorway and hide.
Okay.
That's my bonus.
The one over in the corner makes an arcane gesture, and a green bolt comes flying out of it and slams into Grun. And Grun takes 8 points of damage.
And that'll definitely hit.
Yeah, I figured 20 hit him. Then it moves along the wall toward the corner like it's trying to find a way to get out. Now, yeah, you're out in the hallway. Dash is hiding right in front of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay. Nice. You catch part of his robes on fire, and it actually rips the robes away and throws them away. And you can see, and you notice when it rips the robes away that there's old arcane symbols woven into the robe. Okay. And that brings us to Grun. He's got one in front of him, one behind him.
Well, Grun will do what he does best and keep on swinging.
Okay. Grun smashes it with his axe, breaking ribs and bones and clattering and cutting part of its robe loose. It's still standing.
And then Grun will move to the side, staying within reach, and then attack again with his bonus action of Hammer Horn.
Alrighty.
And since he has him flanked, advantage.
Nice. Clatter it into a pile of bones. It falls to the floor, and that brings it around to Bertra.
Well, she's gonna advance on the last skeleton then. Start swinging at it.
Okay. And that'll do him. Clatters to the floor in a heap.
I make sure to crush its skull with the foot, just to make sure
Alrighty.
what the last one did.
Not a problem. You crack its skull. So then from here, and as you guys look at it, you can see that the robes, that the tattered remains of the robes, actually had some kind of arcane gestures, not gestures, symbols woven into them. And as you look around the room, you notice there's a couple of there's a ratty old couch here, and there's a couple of ratty looking pallet beds here in the corner, and an old chair. And in the corner, there's a workbench, and that workbench that's taken Nalia's attention is covered with all kinds of equipment. And it has on it 2 candles that light the room, and the candles have the continual flame spell cast on them.
Is there like a little candle over there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and take one off.
Okay. So just add a candle with continual light cast on it to your inventory. And the room that you guys are in there, and you notice the whole back wall there seems to be unfinished, like they were in the process of, completing these rooms, and they're not done. They're rough cut and unfinished, and it appears just to be a big empty room going up through there.
Before we go any further, I'm gonna assess wounds of Grun and throw a healing word his way.
Okay. Grun's not in the best of shape.
That'll help.
That it will. Add it in for you.
Thanks.
Bertra's gonna check this area down here.
Okay, like I said, the area itself, and it's dark down in here. There's no light. I mean, what you're seeing is from your own natural light. There's a little bit of light coming back from the candles, but the room itself is an unfinished room going down through there, and of course there's a double door, like a worker door, that's right to the south of where you're standing, Bert.
I'd like to open that up, please.
And just as you reach around to open that, you feel a cold, clammy touch, and you feel health drain away, and you feel weakening in your limbs.
Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, okay.
And also, temporarily reduce your strength score by 4 points. And you feel a presence behind you and to your left. I need Grun and Lightning to make a perception check. Grun sees
Sorry.
it.
That was with advantage.
That's okay. Still, even 13, you're going to see it. Both of you two see Bertra stumble and just kind of get weakened for a second, and just as that happens, you see this quavering, wavery, deeper shadow that's standing beside her, And I need Bertra to roll initiative.
Jason, is that this thing that I can see, or is that?
Yes, you can see it. You can see it. That's there's a darker shadow there than in the other parts of the room.
Did you want Grunt and Lightning to roll advantage or initiative too? Or?
Yes. There we go. And go ahead and let's go ahead and let the rest of the party roll initiative too, so you're gonna let him. I can get him in the turn order. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm getting things ready on my. Okay, Nalia's not involved at this point. Lightning, you see Bertra take a stumble. What do you do?
And I saw the thing that touched her eye.
Yeah, you see a darker shadow beside her in the darkness. Okay.
Yeet!
Okay, let's see here.
Bertra, I would duck!
Move out of the way of that. And it's not affected. Or it doesn't appear to be affected by it. Anything else?
I'm going to prepare aims for Bertra. Or no, a healing word for Bertra.
Okay.
It's actually a bonus action.
Yep. It is actually.
Yes, it is.
So if you want to release it, you can. So add 4 points of health back to yourself there, Bertra. And it's your turn.
Sorry, but thing just froze for a minute there. Butcher's gonna, feeling now a bit more energized, just gonna say, sneak visible things, and bring both her axes down on the position she thinks it is.
Okay. You feel it go through it. Your axes make contact with something, but not as solidly as you would like them to.
By the way, will the D4? I think it's a nat 20, so will it double that as well?
No, we'll double that. There we go.
And how well does the other one do?
Again, you feel your axes hit it, but it doesn't seem to make a good solid contact with it. Kind of like it's not there, but it is there kind of feeling.
It's really weird hitting this thing. I'm not sure if I'm hurting. And that will end my...
Corum, you're not involved yet because you're seeing action, but no one's yelled anything out yet. So your next turn you'll be able to be a.
Got it.
I assume Grun lost his rage between last contest.
Yes, he would have lost.
Okay. Grun will rush over and axe him.
Well, it's not Grun's turn yet.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay because it wasn't on the map. Well, it was, but it wasn't. You feel another shadowy figure behind you, Bertra, but it doesn't seem to make contact. Now it's Grun's turn.
And now Grun will rush over and be like, Bertra, I'm coming to help. And yell out that there's things over here.
His axe hits something, but it goes through it and it has a funky feel to it when it hits it.
And then I'm sure he would Hammering Horns with his bonus action, and
Okay.
he's out of movement after that, so.
Okay. You feel something give way and break in front of you. And the darkness on the floor, the darkness in front of you kind of lightens a bit. That brings it around to Nalia. You can see a deeper, darker shadow behind Bertram.
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame, but I'm gonna wait to actually do it.
Okay. That brings us to Dash. Everybody's running the other way, Dash.
Well, did have Grun call out or not? Do we know
Yeah,
anything?
what Grun did as he ran off.
Okay. Dash will move up. Look down. And I guess I didn't have him call out what it was, so not actually seeing what everyone's aiming at, I will use my bonus action to bravely hide behind Nalia and ready an action to take a shot at if I see any movement down.
Okay. Lightning.
Out of pure worry for my good friend Bertra, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. I'm going to move forward first, then cast.
Okay. What are you casting it at?
the secondary.
Darker shadow behind
Yeah.
Bertra. Ooh.
Yeah. And as my bonus, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Bertra. Stops taking damage, hopefully.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else?
Nah.
Bertra.
Bertrand, not wanting to get shot in the back outside by a friend, because she imagines it's hard fighting a hidden enemy, she's gonna just take a step to the side and then start whacking
Okay.
one that remains.
Oh. Okay. That again, your axe hits it, but doesn't seem to do any significant damage to it. But it does seem like it hurts it too. The shadow in front of you gets lighter and seems to fade away.
I really hate those things. Whatever the hell they are.
Were you guys just fighting shadows, or? 'Cause I still don't think I saw anything.
You didn't,
Well, I certainly felt something.
and you still feel weak, Bertra.
Is everything dead? Can I?
Did we search
Drop the
this
arrow?
little alchemy table yet?
Now you took a candle from it.
Bertra, go ahead and regain 10.
Or we'll kind of investigate the table before we move on real quick.
Again, it is a workbench with equipment along the west wall. On the workbench, there's a bunch of rare components worth about 100 gold pieces, and a slip of paper with the following words written in common: top and middle, as a question.
Interesting. Corm's gonna put the components in his
Okay.
in his bag. Does he see like a drawer, like a top middle drawer or anything?
No, it's just a table.
Okay.
While Corm's doing that, Butcher's gonna start searching around the room, just waving at axes to make sure nothing else is hidden is there.
Okay. You're not finding anything. And open up the doorway that you were pushing open whenever you got attacked.
So the doorway's open now.
Yeah. She had actually opened it. It just hadn't swung all the way open. She got attacked as she was about to open it the rest of the way.
Well, I feel terrible, so shall we continue on and someone else take the front now?
Do you want me to actually sneak ahead a little and keep an eye on things, or?
If you want to sneak, sneak.
think that's what I do best. And Dash will stealth ahead a little of the group.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this advantage thing is throwing me off. That should be a 15
All
out of
right.
22.
Okay. So you move your way ahead there. And as you come around the corner, the passageway heads south, and you see a door about 10 or 20 foot down to your left, the right of the map.
I'll just hold up one finger and try to make the form of a door and keep sneaking ahead a little.
So you see him hold up a finger and make a steeple.
Then I'll move up towards that door, see if I can see anything past it.
Okay. On past the door, you can see there is another right there.
I think I can actually see a second door there, so I'll hold up two fingers and make a quick
Yep.
door.
Yeah, there is another door down there.
I will check this door for traps that I'm next to.
Okay.
And that should
The
be
door
Dash
is
now.
not trapped and not locked.
Okay. I'll whisper back to everyone. I'll just be like, this door is unlocked. Do we want to go in this or check the next door?
I say we clear out the doors as we go, so that there's nothing that can come out behind us.
Okay. Dash will ease the door open slightly and do his best to check in.
As you look through the crack in the door, you see an empty room.
Step forward. Still nothing. Okay, I'll just do a quick perception or investigation, make sure there's nothing hidden that I'm not seeing.
Nope. Nothing you can see.
Okay. I will keep sneaking forward.
Okay.
I assume you just want me to keep using the same stealth, not roll a new one
Yeah,
each
it's
time?
fine.
Okay. Because I'm pretty lazy, so if I could avoid that.
All
I'll
right.
check this next door for traps.
Okay. You don't see anything suspicious about it,
I'm gonna die on this door.
but it is locked.
It is locked.
Yes.
Okay. I will use a sleight of hand to try to open it.
Okay. So you fish around in there, and you can feel the tumblers, and you're making your move, and it's about to go click, and just as you feel like it's about to click, you feel something really strange. You feel the tumblers rearrange, and now the door won't. It's back to the beginning. You got to start all over again.
Okay. Have I ever seen anything like this before? Could I
No.
roll like a history or something? No.
Nope.
I will mention to everyone. I'll be like, there's something fishy with this door. It seemed to kind of reset. And I'll try one more sleight of hand.
Okay. The same thing. You reach in and you're busy, and you get the first pin, the second pin, and you're getting ready to twist to make the third pin, and you almost feel like there's a shakeup, and all of a sudden nothing moves now. No pins are locked. You're back to start square one again.
Guys, I don't know what it is with this lock. It seems like every time I'm close to getting in, it fights me on it. It's almost like it's actively trying to prevent me from getting in. I mean, I can keep trying, but I don't know if anyone's has any ideas.
We could just kick open.
Well, I'm not doing it. I still feel terrible.
Somebody else. How about before we kick in that door, let's check this door across the hall and make sure we're not gonna have something at our back when we kick it in. Does somebody want to keep an eye on that door to make sure it doesn't open when I try to open this other one?
I'm back, sir.
Okay, so you're checking this other door out?
Yeah. Corm, since you're away, I mentioned a couple times this door the tumblers keep like resetting or something when I'm trying to open it. So I'm gonna try to open the door across the hall before we try to kick in that first door.
Got it.
Once again, checking for traps.
Don't see any traps.
Okay. Is it locked?
No.
Okay. I will ease the door open and see if I see anything in there.
The room beyond appears to have been carved grandly, but it is empty. There's a door on the far wall from you.
Okay, I'll pop my head back out and be like, okay, so in this room there's another door. I don't know if we want to just try to kick open that door across the hall, make sure that's clear, and I can just keep an eye on this door and I'll let you guys know if it opens. Unless somebody else has a better idea.
No? Sounds good. Go ahead and open it.
Okay, guys, can we take a quick 5-minute break? I need to run to the restroom real quick.
While you do that,
Alright.
the rest of us just want to chat as a party since we're in this hallway. See if we have any ideas.
I have one more level 1 healing spell left, as well as a level 2 mass heal. But I don't want to use the mass heal until we're royally boned.
Yeah, I've
We-
got a
we
few
could always-
healing spells as well.
Yeah, Grun's not going to be as angry as he was earlier in the day, and he's a little lower on health, not horrible by any means. But Dash is unhurt.
Corbin can kind of take point with Bertram. Bertram, how are you doing?
Yeah. Fine, apart from the -4 to strength.
-4 to strength. Jeez.
Well, the just the not the actual modifier, just the actual.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, overall.
So that room beyond is empty. What are you doing?
Do we want to have somebody try to kick in this door that we just passed? I don't know why I can't figure out the lock. I mean, I can try one more time, guys, but there's something up with this lock, and I don't know if it's magical or mechanical. I think if it was mechanical, I could probably figure it out, but
Yeah, let's just kick it down.
in that case, Dash will ready an arrow. And unless somebody else is going to do it, I guess Grun will attempt to kick it in.
Okay.
Just a strength check, or
Yep, just a strength check.
Kick it in. Kick it in. Kick. Oh.
So Grun rears back and kicks it, and he begins cursing a number of Minotaur curses that he's garnered over his life. And one of the things you notice is that, one, the door didn't give it all, and two, the paint on the door has been marred, and it has a really good paint job on it, but the door itself is made of stone. It's painted to look like wood like the rest of the doors, but it's made of stone.
Ha ha.
do we think it's a fake door?
No, it's a real door. It's just made of stone.
Well, looks like it's my time to shine.
You rear back and kick it, but again, all you manage to do is smudge the paint on the door.
Perhaps we should go a different way and maybe circle back to this door.
No, I'll give it a try.
Bertha comes up. Yep, I'll give it a try. She rears back, kicks it, and it doesn't budge.
Corum, do you have experience with trying to pick locks? Any chance you could discuss some ideas on how to get into this? See if you have had any kind of resetting lock. Maybe take another shot at it.
Yeah,
I really hate leaving the
perhaps,
door undone.
Perhaps between the two of us, we should be able to figure it out. Out of character, can I use like jack of all trades, like a help skill to
Sure.
give him?
Sure can.
Okay.
So, real quick, I'm gonna do one last investigation, see if talking it over with Corum, I can figure out anything special about this lock.
The lock itself looks unremarkable on the surface, though as you look closer at it, you do notice a number of arcane carvings along the edges of it.
You know, guys, I didn't really notice this at first, but looks like somebody scribbled in some like magic symbols. Any of you guys seen any of these? And I'll point them out to everyone else and see if anyone.
Is this
Who
similar
is
to the ones that we
magical,
saw on the door before we dropped down, Jason?
The design is similar as far as the writing style, but it's not the same type of symbol, and these don't glow.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what they are supposed to be doing?
Sure.
Never mind. I'm just.
You can't make out what these symbols mean. So they're arcane symbols, but you're not familiar with.
Well, time to just scratch them out.
Doors are always the greatest evil. Nale, do you have you seen these before?
I don't know. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
That was Corum. Sorry, he's looking as well.
Okay. Yeah, none of you all recognize these arcana symbols, and like I said, unlike the ones above, these aren't glowing.
Okay. I'm gonna try one more time, unless somebody wants to actually try to scratch these out. But I'm gonna try one last chance to unlock this. If anyone has any tips for me, let me know. And then I say we just put a big X on this door and walk away for now.
Be aggressive.
Come on, nat 20, right? Mother.
Oh.
So you reach in, and this time you're in there, and you're working, and you get the first pin, the second pin. You're moving back to get the third pin locked, and it does its thing again. Whatever it is, it does, and so you feel like the pins are shuffling out or whatever, and you hear a sudden click, and you retract, and you only have half of your thieves tool left.
I'm gonna kick the door out of frustration and just start cursing under my breath.
So when you kick the door, the other
done.
piece of your lock pick tool falls on the ground.
Ah! I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna throw it down the hall. Well, I don't know. I don't suppose anyone else has a set of thieves' tools because this is crap. Out of character,
Unfortunately, no.
did I just lose my thieves' tools or?
You'd have to manufacture. You lost one of your picks. I mean, you'd probably have another
Okay.
pick in your set, but you would need to probably look into getting a replacement when you get back to Gumtar.
Just had to make sure I wasn't about to be completely screwed. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm just gonna leave this unless somebody else wants to. Oh, thanks, Lightning. I'm super depressed now.
I say we leave you on.
Yeah, let's just move on.
They're actually gonna walk away slightly depressed, but not attempting to sneak because I'm now distracted. Do you guys want to check this door in this other room, or do you want to go down that hall? Because there's one door in this room, and then we can keep going down the hall. But
We can do the door in this room.
in that case,
Lightning.
Dash is nervously gonna walk towards the door, and hopefully check it for traps.
Okay. This door has no traps in it that you can detect, and it is unlocked.
I'm gonna make a show and tell everyone to step back. I'm pretty sure there might be a trap on this. I need to unlock this door as well, and I'm gonna take a little bit of extra time unlocking this door.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm glad you said that and not performance.
So you make a bit of a flourish and a move down there, and then you revealing a hallway
Ooh.
beyond.
Sorry, guys, that one was not quite as bad as the other, but whew, it was a little rough. Now that I have my confidence back, I'm gonna stealth ahead of the group.
Corum's going to go with it.
So there's a doorway to your right.
It appears to be open. Is it supposed to be open, or?
Yep, it's open. In that room is an open room. It's empty except for a dagger and some silver pieces that are lying on the floor.
Hey, Lightning. There's a dagger and some silver in here if you want to grab it. And I'm gonna point into there.
Hey guys,
Before I let her go in, I'm gonna do a quick perception to make sure I don't
Okay.
see anything actually dangerous about it.
Now give me the roll.
Or would that be investigation by chance?
Be perception.
Totally
You don't
safe
see
in there.
anything. Are you going in there, Bertra?
Corum's going to remind her.
Yes.
So what are you doing? Are you going to try to get the money and the stuff off the floor?
Oh no, she's just looking around.
Okay, give me a perception check. In fact, anybody looking through the door can give me one. Or in the room. Lightning and Berkshire, you both spotted as you come in the room. That daggers and those coins aren't actually laying so much on the floor as they're floating just above the bottom off the floor in the bottom of a gelatinous cube.
Oh, this will be fun.
Once I notice that, Dash is gonna totally feel bad about this, but he feels pretty funny right now.
I'll need your initiative rolls, obviously.
You said it
See,
was
Jason,
safe.
I don't know if you're watching, but I rolled horrible outside of combat on every single roll mostly.
Yeah, I've been noticing that. What, Bertra?
Oh, Bertra's just angry. She just said, I thought you said it was safe.
So, first one to move is actually Dash out in the hallway, and one of the first ones actually that spotted it. So that kind of makes sense.
So I didn't actually spot the cube because of my nat 1, so
Well, I'm sure the others screamed out, "Cube!"
as long as they did, I will totally take this. So Dash will be like, oh shit, sorry guys, my bad. And do a short bow towards the cube. And since Bertra's there, do I get sneak attack or?
Yep, you have sneak attack.
Maybe he was
And then I'll tell everyone, back out of the room.
So your arrow sticks in the cube with his body kind of floating in midair there. Grun's
And-
kind of down the hallway. What's he doing?
Also, I'll use my bonus action to hide.
I figured as much on that.
And Grun. Plenty. I guess Grun would hear everyone having an issue, and he would take the time to run in and attempt to take a swing at it.
Yeah, the doorway's going to be double movement just because of all the people in there.
5, 10, 15, 25.
Yeah, he can make it. I'm just commenting it'd be double movement.
And he'll take a swing at it.
Okay. Your axe bites into it.
And I guess he would use the horns as well.
Okay.
Too.
Make a dex save.
Because of danger sense, does he get advantage on it? Do you have advantage on dexterity saving throws? On effects?
Yeah, I'll give him advantage on it.
Okay.
As he hammers his horns into it, the cube rushes toward him and engulfs him. Grun is now engulfed inside the cube.
Oh shit, didn't he make it safe?
He made the save, but because of the action he was doing and the cube was reacting to them, he gets engulfed. He's not taking any damage from it,
Oh,
but he's
gotcha.
engulfed.
I doubt he has any movement left, so
He does. Put a little snail on us. I know he's engulfed. Okay, that brings us to Nalia.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for a Devious one.
Okay. Okay, nicely done. Hope the spell is weakened, so it does half damage. Okay.
Yes, that's reasonable.
Sounds like a plan. Lightning in the empty sky.
Well, for one, Lightning's absolutely terrified because the pile of coins just ate Grun. And they're just gonna try and stay as far away from that thing as possible and stab it with the quarterstaff.
Okay. Your staff rebounds off of it as you hit it. Kind of feels like a wobbly, shaky jello jiggler with a grunt in the middle. Anything else?
That is thoroughly upsetting. No, that's it.
And that raises to Corum. Corum, you see Grun floating in the room.
I'm just joking. I want to be the little kid from Simpsons. I think Corum is going to. Can he see or tell whether or not the arrow or the quarterstaff hit has had any effect on this cube?
There appears to be gashes in it, or breaks in it from the hits, but you can't tell how much of a damage it's having. Appears to be having some kind of effect. You just can't tell how much.
I'm gonna try yelling at it with vicious mockery.
Okay.
You slimy sack of shit! What are you doing to let my friend loose?
Oh, you get a power up.
What does that mean? Just it would do 4 damage instead of 2?
Yeah, done 4 damage. I doubled the damage. So it did seem to have an effect on it. You're not quite sure what, but it did seem to have an effect on it.
Just to make sure Grun's gonna be okay, I'm also gonna throw a healing word at Grun.
Okay. Okay, I get hit points back to Grun for that. Okay, and that brings us around to the cube. The cube stays where it's at, since it has plenty. And it lashes at Lightning with a big pod looking thing and smacks her for 9 points of damage. It's acid damage, by the way.
Ow.
Brings around to Bertra.
Bertra's gonna take a couple of swings at it.
Okay. First one hits. No, Grun did not. Lightning got hit, and the second one hits as well.
Thank you.
Now, when it comes down to his turn, that's a whole different story. Provided this thing's still alive.
And Jason, did you add the +4 to him?
Yes, that's
Sorry,
right. I added the health back in. Yes,
Thank you, I appreciate it.
not a problem. Okay. Anything else from you, Bertra?
Well, can I try and use some of the rest of my movement to sort of like push Lightning into the corner, sort of move over here and push Lightning behind me?
Like that?
Yeah. And up.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, sorry, no. My mic just cut out.
Okay, and that brings around the dash.
Can I tell if this thing's looking pretty rough, or does it look like it's ready to fight for 12 more rounds?
It doesn't look as healthy as it did when you all first spotted it. The problem with gelatinous cubes, they don't really show their damage that well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Not knowing if this is gonna help or not. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the shot with the arrow.
Okay.
I believe I'm pretty hidden, so do I have advantage?
I'll give you advantage. It's kind of busy dealing with Bertra and trying to digest Grun. Okay. What was that?
That was definitely a mistype. I apologize. I was supposed to be sneak attack, but
Yeah, I say 0.4 sneak attack didn't work for me.
it's about as good as that was. But
Okay.
and then instead of using my bonus action to hide or anything, can I use my bonus action to attempt to throw rope in, or is that too much?
You can attempt it.
Would that be dexterity?
Yeah, give me a
20 feet of
dex.
rope.
I was actually deciding. Yeah, give me a dex.
Not a save, just a check. And
Yeah, you throw the rope at it, but it doesn't. It hits the front of the cube and kind of slides down it.
I'm still gonna yell out, "Grun, grab that!"
Okay. Grun is inside the cube. He cannot breathe. He takes an additional 10 from being in there. What's Grun trying to do?
Well, he's definitely rough right now. I'm guessing trying to drink a potion would not end well, so can he try to force his way out?
Yes, he can try to do that. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oops, sorry, that was a dex check.
Yeah, saving throw. Grun manages to force his way out of the cube and plops onto the floor there.
Does he have any movement or action? Or bonus or
Nah,
anything?
he's pretty much done on movement. Make sure he doesn't take any more damage, so he's good.
Okay, yeah. He would be breathing pretty damn hard right now and looking very unpleasant.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Step forward, step forward, my action, I'm gonna cast
Still hits. You have the worst luck now, yeah. Corum gets doubled after it, and you get 2 weekends in a row. Still hit it though.
and then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Grun.
Okay. You would probably appreciate it.
You would definitely appreciate that.
Okay, let's add it back in. Anything else now, yeah?
Then I'm just gonna step back. That'll be it.
Okay, Lightning. Who's gotten shoved in the corner by Bertra.
Thank you, Petra. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That thing is weird and I don't like it. And my mouse decided it wanted to disappear.
Okay.
Just in an upset sacred flame towards the cube.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Not quite sure how something that big dodged that, but it did.
That'll be it, apart from squeezing myself into the smallest possible corner that
And that brings us to Corum.
You can tell.
Can't tell what.
Oh, never mind. Orm's just gonna hit it with his rapier. He's gonna just go in.
So as you plunge your rapier into it, the cube loses all consistency and just turns to slush on the ground.
Excellent.
On the ground there is a dagger, somewhat pitted by the acid, but nice and clean otherwise, and 6 silver coins.
Should we add it to the party treasure
Oh,
trove?
I'm sorry, 72 silver coins. I misread.
Dash is gonna start by apologizing to everyone. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I did not see that. I really did think it was just an empty room. My bad.
Corm's gonna take a moment to share that scrap of paper that he found, and let him know that I don't know what this is or if it means anything, but those casters back there that we fought, they had a scrap of paper, or someone did, that said top and middle. I was afraid they were referring to this room, so that's why I said, held up or whatever, but I don't know, it might be important later.
It's pretty hard to tell what meaning from so little. Also, Dash, you better be sorry, even if it was a fun fight.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Grun, I'm so sorry. Yeah, definitely didn't mean to try to get somebody killed.
Can I do an Arcana check on that dagger, just to check and
Sure.
see? It's weird that it survived if it was in acid this whole time.
It's just a normal dagger. It's just apparently only recently acquired it from wherever it's been traveling.
Oh, okay. All right. Makes sense.
And that is where we will end it for tonight, folks.
Before you do that, can I have Grun use a healing potion?
Yes,
Just
you
to
certainly
knock
can.
that out.
Go ahead and do that and put his...
Whoops, that should have only been one, but
Yeah, it's fine.
There's
that's 2 or 42 or 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
Oh wait, then hand me the bottle so I can scoop up some of this slime.
Nice.
Best scenario, and yeah, sure, he'll hand off the bottle to Lightning.
Alrighty.